Welcome back, my dear friends. Today we can see the second part of the differential staining of fungus. Here first we can see the gridley's fungal staining. It is another differential staining method. Here the mycelia, yeast cells, they appear purplish red and the background appears yellow. Chromic acid, it is used as the oxidizer. Actinomycetes are not stained by this technique. Ingredients are chromium trioxide, Schiff's reagent, aldehyde fuchsin solution, saturated tetrazine in cellosol and sulfurous solution. The procedure. Bring the sections to water, treat with chromic acid solution for 1 hour, wash it with tap water, then in distilled water, treat it with Schiff's reagent for 15 minutes, then treat with sulfurous acid solution, wash in water for 10 minutes, treat with aldehyde fuchsin solution for 20 to 30 minutes, wash with 50% alcohol, then in water, wash in absolute alcohol, that is first in 50% alcohol, then in water, then we have to wash it again in absolute alcohol. Stain with tartrazine solution for 30 to 60 seconds, then wash in cellosol, then dehydrate, clear and mount in DPX type mount. Then we can observe the fungi in purple color and the background appears yellow in color. Next is Gomori's methenamine silver stain. It works on the principle of liberation of aldehyde groups and their subsequent identification by reduced silver method. It is popularly known as GMS stain. It is used for demonstration of fungal polysaccharides in tissue sections. Aldehydes, it can reduce methenamine silver nitrate complex, resulting in the production of brown-black color of the fungal cell wall due to reduced silver. Fungi and bacteria are stained black, mucopolysaccharides they stained dark grey, cytoplasm in old rose color and tissue appears in pale green color. Advantages of GMS method is it can stain both live and dead fungus. It also stains filamentous bacteria. Disadvantages are tissue reactions are not clearly visible. Applications involved. This is a method of choice for demonstrating fungus including pneumocystis species. Cellulose, chitin, fungi, starch, glycogen, etc. appears as black in a green background. The staining procedure involves bring the test solution and the control into the water, then oxidize with 5% chromic acid for 1 hour, wash in water, bleach in metabisulfite solution for 1 minute, wash in tap water for 5 to 10 minutes, then wash in tap water, treat the section with preheating working standard solution, that is working hexamine solution at 56 degree Celsius. Examine after 10 to 20 minutes. If no blackening, observe at 3 minutes interval until the fungi are blackened. We have to observe. Wash in distilled water and tone in 0.1% aqueous ferric chloride for 3 minutes. Wash in water, fix in sodium thiosulfate for 5 minutes. Again we have to wash, then counter stain in working light green for 1 to 2 minutes. Wash and dehydrate and mount. Next one is Meyer's musicarmine stain. It is used for staining Cryptococcus and Rhinosporidium species. Cryptococcus, it is stained as deep rose red color. Nuclei appears black, tissue appears yellow. Rhinosporidium sporangium and endospores are stained by musicarmine stain. It's a polysaccharide stain. The stains are alum hematoxin in solution and musicarmine solution. Next is Mason-Fontana stain. It is also known as Mason-Fontana silver staining. It is used for identifying melanin-containing phioid fungus in tissues. Popularly known as MF stain, melanin binds to silver and reduces it directly into metallic silver. Phioid fungi are a group of emerging significant pathogens. They appear black in color with a brownish background. MF positive fungi are classified as phioid fungi. The staining reagents include silver solution, aqueous sodium thiosulfate, aqueous neutral red. The staining procedure, bring the sections to distilled water, treat it with ammoniacal silver solution in dark container for 20 to 40 minutes at 56 degrees Celsius overnight at room temperature. That is, either we can kept it at 20 to 40 minutes at 56 degrees Celsius or we can keep it at room temperature overnight. Two conditions, either one of the conditions can be applied. Wash well in distilled water, treat with sodium thiosulfate For 2 minutes, wash, counter stain in neutral red solution for 3 to 5 minutes. That's the counter stain is neutral red. Then wash, dry, clear and mount, melanin stain black and the nuclei appears red in color. Next is Schmoltz melanin stain. Here, this stain, SMS stain, it is used for, it's a melanin based staining technique. It is done for the presence of melanin, keratin, lipofuscin, pigments, etc. Then staining reagents include ferric chloride, potassium ferricyanide, distilled water. It must be freshly prepared. That is, a stain must be freshly prepared. Immerse the stains sections in staining solution in a Copeland jar. Examine microscopically at 30 seconds interval for 5 minutes. Then treat with 1% acetic acid for 5 minutes. Counter stain with nuclear fast red for 5 minutes. Wash with water. Dehydrate, clear and mount the sections in DPX mount. Then melanin, lipofuscin, etc. take varying shades of blue. Nuclei appear pinkish red in color and cytoplasm in pale pink color. Next is toluidine blue or stain. It is used for rapid detection of pneumocystis species in lung biopsy. Then it stains the cyst as reddish blue color or dark purple color against a light blue background. Then cysts are clumped and appears crescent shaped, and so we can easily observe or identify them. It is an easy, rapid and reliable method. Place the air dried slides in sulfation reagent. Sulfation reagent means 45 ml glacial acetic acid plus 15 ml sulfuric acid. It is used as a sulfation reagent, and we have to place the slides for 10 minutes. Rinse in cold water for 5 minutes. Drain. Place in toluidine blue or for 3 minutes. Rinse in 95% ethyl alcohol. Then it is followed by rinsing in absolute alcohol, then in saline. Dry and observe under oil immersion. Objective: the cyst, it will appears purple in color. Tissue debris appears blue in color, and only the cyst forms can be revealed. Acridine orange stain. Acridine orange stain, here we are using acridine orange dye as it is having a very high affinity for nucleic acid. When stained RNA of the fungus, it fluoresces or it produces a fluorescence with shades of orange and red. DNA components give green shades. Then staining reagents involve acridine orange solution, then phosphate buffer, calcium chloride as differentiator. Then staining procedure: transfer the alcohol fixed smears to distilled water. Rinse the smears in 1% acetic acid for few minutes. 2 changes of distilled water must be done over 1 minute. Then stain in diluted acridine orange solution for 3 minutes. Then rinse in buffer for 1 minute. Differentiate in 0.1 molar calcium chloride solution for half a minute. Wash in phosphate buffer and mount in same and examine. So the mounting is done in phosphate buffer. Next method is fluorescent antibody stain. It is used to detect the fungal antigens in blood, cerebrospinal fluid, pus, etc. It is less satisfactory for sputum samples. Antibodies coated fungi can be demonstrated in this method, and fluorescent conjugated antibodies are mainly used, and here we can use fluorescent dyes such as acridine orange, and examples, that is candida cells coated with antibodies, can be seen or demonstrated in urine. Okay, that's all about fluorescent antibody stain. That's all about differential staining techniques used for the fungus. Hope you all understand that various differential staining. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you all.